Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy Marky Marks Turtle. If you hear me and you're listening to this, don't give people your energy. Don't give stupid people your energy, okay? I have to work on that myself. It's very hard not to. It's definitely hard not to. Should have put some lotion on before I came on live, but it's cool. I swear, I can't stand this time of year. Your skin's so dry. Ugh. Can't stand that. Yeah, don't give stupid people your energy, please. And if you help somebody, just help them a certain amount. Don't feel like you have to help them all the time. Don't let people drain your energy either. Some people like to test you to see how much you're going to take or how much you're going to give. Good morning, Barb. How you doing, sweetheart? Cool. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm just I'm here just waiting for my sister and my nephew to come from the airport. I'm not really gonna I don't want to do any work or anything like that and then get started and have to stop and then go and stop and go. Okay, cool, Bob. Wishing you a great day today and stay positive and we can't give things our energy. I know it's hard, but we can do it. We'll be all right. Just finished telling myself when I came on here, I'm not going to give anybody my energy that don't deserve it. And it's hard because we want to work. We all work on that every day to get better and to make it right. And then there's always someone who tries to demolish your energy. But that's just the way life is. Sometimes people don't even know they're doing it, but I'm still working on trying to not give people my energy and stuff like that. But it's so hard. People like trigger you and people annoy you and shit. So, hey Jessica, good morning. How you doing? So yeah, Barb, don't don't let things get to you. I know it's hard, but just do what's best for yourself. You know? Yeah. Well, a lot of children go through trauma because of what they go through in life. They're innocent. Children are always innocent. I know everybody always asks me how my nephews are doing because of the divorce. My brothers, two boys, they were traumatized when their mother left too. And it's the kids are not to blame. Good morning, Shakima. How you doing, sweet? You all right? Um, but that's the thing, the children are never at fault. We have to do what we have to do to help them as much as we can. But I remember when my brother had his divorce, those two boys hated their mother for leaving and cheating on them and shit. And then she never paid. She never gave money. She was always broke. She was dealing with a drug dealer guy, beat the shit out of her good. And she's another one who didn't care about her children as long as they can wipe their own ass and make their own food. She left. She was like, yeah, fuck you, I'm gone. Let me go get some outside dick, and my whole world is better. Meanwhile, it got worse. And the same thing happened with my sister. My brother-in-law is playing victim and saying to the lawyers and saying to people that me and my sister are corrupting the children not to speak to them. Are you fucking listening to yourself? You cheated on their mother. You disrespected her. They saw you. They heard you. They witnessed it. And then you're going around acting like my sister and me are the bad ones. If it wasn't for me and my sister, those kids would probably be in a fucking mental institution. We're fucking dealing with them every day. What are you doing? You ain't even paid child support in fucking 9 months. You stupid clown. So like people always trying to make it seem like a narcissist behavior is ridiculous. Like who are you listening to yourself? And then when you point out their faults, they change the subject and go to another thing to aggravate you on another subject that means nothing. Like you can call them out. I've called people out on their shit every time. And then I say to myself, you know what, Mark, you're wasting your fucking energy. Because these people don't even listen. They don't care. They're still gonna do whatever they want. You can't do it. You can't just you can't fix these people. And the sad part is my ex-brother-in-law is going to a psychiatrist. He's going to a counselor or whatever you want to call it. He's been over a year. And he's gotten worse, not better. So I don't know what this counselor's doing. He's doing his job probably, but see, you can go to a psychiatrist, you can go to a counselor, you can go to get help from someone, but if you don't put in the work, you are not going to get better. All that person is a outlet for you to vent. And you can vent all you want and lie to that person just like you lie to everybody else. You ain't getting no help. These psychiatrists and counselors are just making money off your dumb fucking mental ass. You have to put in the work. You got to change your life. A person can't change you. You got to change. And that's why I keep telling everybody, don't give these people your energy. And people are still doing it, even me. Because we're sitting here saying to ourselves, how can this be? But see, nobody is alike and everybody's different. A lot of people are unique in their own ways. So everybody's different. You can't change somebody. You can try and mold somebody into being something, but it ain't gonna work for too much longer. People change and everything just goes the way it's supposed to go. Yeah. Well, when a whole family is narcissistic, then they all stick together because there's a lot of, what I notice in this world is people disrespect each other and they're cool with each other the next day. Like, how could you talk to that person again after they've disrespected you, like in the most outright bad way? How could you continue to talk to a liar every day? That means there's something wrong with you, not that person. There's something wrong with you for allowing that person to continue to do it. And then when you don't admit it and you don't do anything about it, then you're going to sit there and live in a rut and deal with it every day like an idiot. Until one day you blow up and say, I'm had enough. But you shouldn't have to blow up and say you had enough. You should have enough that minute, that second, that hour it happens. That's where I put myself to. I ain't letting you do that shit to me no more. As soon as I feel like I have to get ready, that's a wrap. There ain't gonna be no ifs, ands, or buts. And when I get rid of you, you should say to yourself, what did I do? And if you know what you did, then I don't have to explain anything. Go after yourself. But hey, a lot of times we have ourselves to blame, unfortunately. We have ourselves to blame because we don't take the necessary actions to deal with depression. And we just think that, oh, yeah, I love this narcissist. I love this person. I love this asshole. I love this piece of shit. And they're going to change one day. I know they are. And we're going to have a happily ever after life because I'm worth your change. Well, you keep thinking that. And 10 years from now, you'll still be in that same spot. And I guarantee you won't say, oh, it's much better now, Mark. No, you won't. You're going to say, well, I just put up with it. I just do this. I just do that. I don't care about my life. I'd rather just be an idiot. Okay. Cool. I'm not going to judge you. In the back of my mind, I'd be like, yeah, well, I can't trust you because you can't even trust yourself. And that's exactly what happened with my ex-brother-in-law, Jessica. He got worse. My sister took him to the counselor back in October of 2022. Took him there and said, look, you need fucking help. If you want our marriage to be saved, if you want to save yourself, you need help, not me. And the counselor told him to his face, your wife is perfectly fine. I spoke to her by herself. She's got her shit together. You don't. It's you. You're the fucking problem. So a whole year went by. Last October made a whole year. And he's still the same. He's worse. He's worse now than he's ever been. And then you want to play victim to your lawyer? What, you think lawyers are dumb? Why do you think lawyers are lawyers? You're a fucking idiot. And now he really knows because he went through 3 lawyers in 1 year. And he still don't get it. A narcissist doesn't want to lose because when they lose, before they lose, they have to groom somebody else. They have to find a new person or a new set of people to deal with. But see, the lawyers that he dealt with didn't comply with his lies and go on his side. They're like, oh, hell no. Because let me tell you something. I don't care who you are, but when you're a man and you do dumb shit to a woman and your kids, and you're a woman lawyer, right? The woman lawyer is looking at this guy saying, I'm looking at these files. What, you've gone through 2 lawyers already. Now you're coming to me. Like, obviously something's wrong with you because your wife still has the same lawyer, your ex-wife. So the first letter this woman sends is a victim cry call from him when she didn't even know the truth. When she found out the truth, she was like, yeah, I'm going to be very stern with this fucking idiot now because he's lying. He's starting to lie to me now like he lied to the past lawyers. As your client, you're going to think that they're not lying. So she caught him in a lie the first letter. So now he looks fucking dumb again. Like, when are you going to stop lying? It don't make no sense. It doesn't make any sense. Like, I just don't get it. Because you know why people lie so much? Because they just don't know anything else. They just don't know anything else. They really don't. All right, Shakim, I see you donated. Thanks, sweetheart. I appreciate it. I got your questions here. All right. I got distracted there for a minute. Okay. You said it, gentlemen. I've been having to communicate, but also a ton of other people. I'm putting my eggs in one basket. All right, Shakim, I got you. Sort you out. All right. It ain't easy. Okay. All right, you show up in the reading, Virgo, Hermit. All right, Shakima, what I got here is continue to be, continue to have self confidence and get the knowledge you need. Do what you have to do for yourself, right? Be the hermit. Be the person who withdraws from bullshit. Don't live in denial. Try not to live in denial. Try not to desert yourself, but withdraw from the bullshit and just do what's right for you. Period. Right? Like illuminate yourself. Like make yourself look better, feel better. Do things for yourself, pamper yourself, make sure you build your energy up to get to where you need to be. Don't depend on other people to flatter you or to make you worse. Like if you're on that level, stay there. Don't drop down for nothing, right? um there might be untrue friends around you, or people that are biased or unfair or just use their judgment in certain ways. Don't worry about these people. There is like a King of Pentacles reversed around you. This person will use any means to get what they want from you. They're not very faithful, and they're somebody who's like always second place in your mind, not first place. um this King of Pentacles reverse is also somebody who could have been like a bad partner or someone that wasn't a real friend. They might try to come back and say, "Hey, Shakima, how you doing? Blah blah blah." Be all cool with you, and then ditch you again or dish you again. So be aware of that. Um, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn doesn't have to be, because that energy is just how people are anyway. Um, they're also like, I see like friends that you shouldn't be around, or if they try to come back, don't allow them to come back. If you know they're not good for you and you have differences of opinions with them, or you've had some type of pettiness or things like that, those people are going to try and get your energy and try to like come back into your life, or just act like they're cool with you and they're really not. So I get a lot of like energy here that you should turn your back on. Don't say, "Oh well, why this person come back into my life? Or why is this person talking to me all of a sudden? They must fucking want something." And you're correct, they do. They want to like dampen your energy, make you feel a certain way, accuse you of something, or just be unfair. Yeah, be careful of deceptive people. Um, like especially if you're going to like, especially if you're dealing with love situations. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't have people's true interest when it comes to love and friendship anyway. Plus we got full moon energy, plus the new moon in Virgo and all that type of stuff. So it's in your sign, so you're going to get that deceptive energy, that emotional energy around you, period. But I do see like you knowing, you using your judgment wisely and saying, "Hey, I better not put myself in these predicaments." um but withdraw from anything you need to withdraw from. Like if you have to withdraw from people or situations or places, if you don't feel like you have to be there, then don't be there and don't go there. Don't feel like you have to do something and be kind all the time. you know just take caution with everything that's around you. Because as you know, the Hermit card is you holding up a light looking to say, "I don't want to go there." Oh hell no. No, I'm not. I'm turning them around. I'm turning my back on that shit. No fucking way. So make sure you use your Virgo instincts this next month coming up in March. um Try not to get into any like disputes over like family stuff. There might be cousins, or you might hear about your mom or something getting into some discrepancies with other family members. Or if you have family members that are deceptive, they can also be the type of people that I'm talking about, that will come into your energy and try to be petty and try to like say, "Oh, we're not happy because you don't do this," or blah 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 blah. So there might be some family quarrels or family like discrepancies as well. you know So that's what you have to do. So it's not entertain it. Um, you also might like deal with your mom, and things like that. Ah, okay. So when you do see your cousins, they might aggravate you or have some differences of opinion about you, and you might be like, "Who the fuck are you to judge me?" Like, so you might get yourself into an argument with them, or they might be very, yeah, I'm psychic on Mondays. People say I'm psychic every day, but I just take it like one day at a time. I was psychic last night too, but I think it's carried over. Yeah. So yeah, family shit could be a problem um, this weekend and this month. I mean next month. So yeah, that's something to watch out for. But I get you upright, you as the hermit. So just like the hermit to me is a person who withdraws from all bullshit. Like if a hermit doesn't want nobody to see him, they're gonna blow out that lantern, that light, or that candle, or turn off their switch. They're gonna be like, I don't want nobody to deal with me. Fuck these people. And a hermit is also like they know already, so they have to like say, okay, I already know what's gonna happen, but I'm not gonna live in denial, even though I am. But I'm not gonna live in denial. I'm gonna be cautious. I'm gonna be discreet. I'm not gonna tell these people my fucking business, and I'm gonna go about my business and just say I'm gonna go this way instead of going that way. So be aware of that and just be cautious of fake ass people. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So they think they tend to be think they're better than you. So they're gonna like say something about you. They're gonna be like, "Oh, what are you doing with yourself?" Just be very, discreet. Just tell them like you're a porn star now or something like that. Or tell them like I do witchcraft. And, I got a big pot at home and I put my witch hat on, and I got a big wooden spoon. I stir it up and people fuck with me. So yeah, I know, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, don't live in denial about your porn star things. Like, I'll keep quiet. Like, I don't want nobody to know. Like, yeah, OnlyFans, yeah, you know. I don't have an OnlyFans. I have only hands. I put my hands on people if they act up. You know. All right. Your second question says, any general spirit messages? Oh, you picked up some cards. Cool. Yeah, I mean, you should always be able to connect. Don't ever think you can't connect. You know what I'm saying? You'll always be able to connect, and you'll always have the connection. And I know that for sure. You definitely do. Um, but like when if you haven't done it in a while, and you're wondering if what you have to do or whatever, or how you got to go back on it. What I suggest, right, is you don't really have to meditate, but I know some people do. Like you're saying here, you've been meditating and stuff and trying to connect. The best way to connect, to be honest, is to outright talk out loud. Just say, "Hey, spirit, look, I'm about to like go back into my vibe. You know, I want to, do cards. I want to get back on my grind. I know that I've neglected this part of my life, but now I want to come back into it. Just please help me. You know, that's all you got to do is talk. You don't need to like really like sit there and close your eyes and fucking hold your hands out like these people do and like, oh my god, I gotta do my throat chakra and my ass chakra and fuck all that shit, man. You don't need that shit. Spirit's so powerful, like you don't even need to like make your like do outrageous things to bring spirit in. Because all that's doing is a waste of time. You see, I'm not saying you do that, but like some people think that you really have to do all these things to bring spirit in. All you gotta do is talk. They hear you, they know, they feel you. They're around you 24/7. So Like all you gotta do is sit there and hold the cards and be like, spirit, this and that, blah blah. Talk to him. That's all you really gotta do. Yeah, candles are definitely like something that I use every day, and that type of thing. Hey, Miss Bikini, how you doing? I sound like Phil. Hey, look, I'm trying to tell people like, that's not necessary for all that type of shit. Yeah, exactly. That's when I meditate too, and I sleep, so I don't have to deal with nobody. Trying to see what I can do about this whole situation this year. Yeah, exactly. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I think right now you're distracted by people and by others, and you're gonna continue to be distracted if you allow it to happen. And you might have some anxiety sometimes. You might be very indecisive or hesitant because you don't want to like lose more than you already have lost, or you doubt things and you might get uncertain about how you're gonna go about things. And this is why like I'm getting this, because this is how you probably feel. But there's no reason to feel that way because you've already got a connection with spirit. So that connection doesn't get lost. You know what I'm saying? Oh, because you ain't done it in a while, it doesn't mean anything. But if you want to prepare yourself that way, I'm not going to tell you not to. But it's unnecessary if you need to like prepare your like you think if you think you have to prepare yourself. Spirit's always prepared. You just gotta do the work. You know what I'm saying? So as soon as you start doing it, everything is just gonna come to you and naturally anyway, like it should. But I feel like it's more of a mental thing. Like you might not be happy with what how your life is going. You might feel like you're not getting the love you want, the relationships you want, the friendships you want, and that's why these lack of things are making you cancel your plans, adjust your plans. You might think you're looking into the future and saying, how the fuck is this year gonna be? Like you're seeing clouds. You need to see some sunshine. You need to see like the future in a brighter way. You gotta like mentally prepare yourself for what's about to be how you're going to be blessed and act like you're already going to be blessed and you got the blessings already. I can't express that enough to everybody. Like we have to see. I know it's hard. Like, and I said this in the beginning of my live. Like, try not to give people your energy and use your energy all for yourself. If you do that, then you can create that unclouded future and that sunny day and those good things that you need to create. But that's up to you. You have to make it happen because if you got destructive people in your life or people that have a fucked up life and they're putting their shit on you, then it's gonna be different for you. It's gonna be more difficult because you're constantly thinking about what they're doing or how they're gonna react to you, and then you don't have no time for yourself or you're not putting in the work for you, period. So spirit wants you to know that make decisions, don't be indecisive, don't be hesitant, don't doubt, put your trust in them, put your trust in God, and then you be fine. Like everything that gets canceled or gets adjusted, don't let it bother you. It's happening for a reason. They're trying to always push you in like the right direction. Hey Marley, good morning, sweetheart. How you doing? Yeah, it's my alien shirt. That alien shit on today. I feel like people are aliens and I'm a human being. You know? See, that's me. That's me in the thing, and I'm zapping like people that are aliens and shit. But yeah, Shakima, I just get that. Just like I keep getting here, that you people might like if you ask for assistance, they feel like you have an ulterior motive, or they're gonna try and trick you, or they're gonna try and like you should have like a beware of help sign on you sometimes. Beware of my help. I'm beware of your help. Like, don't think that you need like people's advice or people's help or like and try to diminish any adversity that comes your way. You see what I'm saying? So that's something that I feel like you got to work on. Don't feel like you're defeated. Don't feel like everything's going like the wrong way. Try and put yourself always in like a better way. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting the same, like the more of the same thing. Like try not to dispute anything or make any, like, people might be jealous, people might like try to delay things, or even if there is no jealousy from people, there's more like a delay. Like you feel like you want shit now, but it doesn't happen. You see what I'm saying? So if you know that shit ain't happening, then be willing to make an effort, but don't be preoccupied when it doesn't happen. Like even when shit doesn't happen, don't feel like it's useless. Don't feel like you're making a sacrifice for nothing. You got me? And there is like trustworthy people out there, and people look at you as a trustworthy worker, a trustworthy person. People look at you as a person who's smart and has good intentions. So we're always gonna get people who look at us in different ways. But the last thing I get here for you in spirit is, you're a mature and responsible person. You have the ability to make things happen. Just be persistent, be patient, even though I know patience isn't everybody's forte, right? But as long as you have compatibility and you depend on yourself, I tell people more like you have to be more self-reliant and more self-confident. And those things, will be better. All right, Marley, no problem, sweetheart. I'll be on here for a bit because I have to wait for my sister to get from the airport. Hey, Dune, how you doing? I got your donation. Thanks. I'll get to you after, Shakim. Yeah, exactly. Right, exactly. And you shouldn't. And that's what Spirit's saying. Like, if you have, like, I can't express this and stress this enough. When you have, people always say to me, I'm always happy and like I'm always confident, and I intimidate some people sometimes. You know why? And everybody should be like me. I want people to be like me. I want people to be self-confident, self-reliant. And I want people to understand that you have a spiritual army behind you that no one can stop. When you look at yourself and you say, no one can fuck with me, no one's gonna be able to take my energy, no one's gonna do anything bad to me, no one's gonna put a spell on me, no one's gonna be negative to where I don't give a fuck what you think, I don't care what you say, I am who I am, then you're unstoppable. You become immortal in a spiritual way that no one understands how the fuck you're always happy, or how you don't let certain things phase you for a long period of time. Like I get worked up, I get mad, I get pissed off. Yeah, I'm a human being. I have emotions. But I've learned to tame myself. I'm my own ringmaster. I'm my own head of the fucking, shit. Like I make sure, like I say, hey, don't do that shit. Like, don't give these people your energy. Don't fuck this person off. Calm the fuck down. Don't say what you was gonna say. Hey, Mark, you got to do that to yourself too. Like, just try and put yourself in better positions and better ways. You know? Right, exactly. Right. So you gotta do what's best for you, Shakima. And that is doing what's right for you. Don't think that you have to do all these fucking things. Just do, like I said it last night. Now I wake up and I don't even make plans. I just let my day go according to how I want it. And some people are like, well, I can't do that because I gotta do this. And you didn't gotta do shit. All you gotta do is get the fuck up and live your life. Like today, it's a beautiful day outside. I should be outside doing some work. But I said to myself, why am I gonna do all this work if I have to go to the airport in a little while and go pick up my sister and my nephew? Then I gotta get changed, go do work, come back, get a shower, then go back to the airport. And then after the airport, I'm fucked because then I'm already showered up and I don't feel like working anymore. So I said, I'm gonna come on here, then go to the airport, pick up my sister and my nephew, and then when I come back, then I'll do some work for the rest of the afternoon, and then I'll be okay. So I planned it out that way, and that's how it is. But I'm not gonna sit here and like, debate my fucking life. Fuck that. I just do whatever I have to do. I don't care anymore. Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing, Shakima. There's always a place. There's always a way. There's always, I feel like sometimes you might wait for things to happen, but you should make things happen. And I know that sounds easier said than done, but there's always a route, there's always a place, there's always a time, there's always like sometimes it's fucked up because sometimes if you make a decision, it backfires. And then if you don't make a decision, you'll never know what you could have had or what you could have done. Sometimes you got to sacrifice and go somewhere where you don't really want to be just to find the blessing that's about to come later. And I know it's not easy changing places and changing apartments and changing houses and shit like that. I don't like to do it either. I'd rather stay here for the rest of my life. But sometimes you gotta find your blessing. Sometimes like that's what spirit wants you to do. They want you to say, look, I know you don't want to be at this place, but if you want to change, you got to get off your ass and go do it. You know? So that's what you got to do. Yeah, I understand that, but at the same time, you got to go and find somewhere that's, you know, if you feel like, for instance, if you feel like your where you live now is dampening your life or making life worse, then you got to change it. So that way you're in a different energy and you ain't got to worry about it anymore. So it's up to you really to make the change. Yeah. Right. And that's the thing. You haven't found it yet. So maybe some it's gonna find you. And I know it's very hard to find a decent place these days. I know a lot of people that struggle with that. I have people ask me all the time. My cousin's looking for a place, and I try to find him one, but there is nothing really decent. There is shit, but there's nothing decent. That's the problem. So I feel you, and I'm not saying like you're doing the wrong thing. You got to do what's right for you. So continue to try and find that place like daily, like you are. Spirit's gonna find you. I know that's the thing. Like you're in that area, but that's why they have realtors to find places for people. But some people don't really want shit. You know, I don't want to be living in this house. During the next hurricane. I always say I don't want to be here because the hurricanes hit this fucking house. It's like a disaster. But hey, it's better than living in some places on this island. So I just suck it up and be like, you know what, man, I'm blessed to have this to be in this house. So I'm not going to let it bother me. So it could be worse. You know what I mean? It could be worse. Dune, you can go ahead and ask your question when you're ready. Sometimes we're meant to be in a place for a long time. And then when it's ready, when spirit's ready to take us somewhere else, they'll take us. And I know we've been reading on that for like over a year, 2 years now. And I know spirit always tells us, look, it's coming, it's coming. And we're like, well, where the fuck is it? But see, it also depends on like if we're meant to leave, if we're meant to be there or we're meant not to be there, or if it's meant to like say to us, look, you know, you're supposed to be here. You ain't gonna find nothing better until you get off your ass and make your life better. Or you're supposed to be here right now because this is where you're meant to be. So you can't go nowhere right now. We haven't found that place for you yet. you know? And I remember many times you were like, my landlord this, my landlord that. But look, you're still there. Yeah, that's the thing. Right. Well, Shakima, it's just a matter of time. One day you're gonna come in here and say, guess what, Mark? I found a new place. I'm here and I'm so fucking happy. Exactly. There you go. When I moved into this house, it ain't mine, but I treat it like it's mine. And I said, this is like my dream come true to be in this fucking house. Like, and to have this apartment and to live with my sister and my nephews and, to have everything I've always wanted. And I'm blessed. I keep quiet because I know I'll never find anything better than this. And if I do, it's because I hit the lottery or I married a millionaire, porn star or something like that. But that's about it. But I know that's not gonna happen, so I might just suck it up and stay here during a hurricane. So that's how I live my life. I just say, you know what, you're blessed, bro. You're good. Just shut up and just stay here. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. There you go. See? That's how you gotta look at life. You gotta say, look, man, this is how it's gonna work. I've been saying for the past 4 years, I'm gonna go away, I'm gonna go on vacation. And every time I say that, I never go because I'm always got something to hold me back. So it's not meant for me to go away on vacation right now. I haven't been in 4 years, but it's still not meant for me to go because spirit's saying, no, you gotta stay here. Like we wait, just fucking wait, Mark. And I'm like, fuck, I want to go away and have fun. Like, I want to go watch a game. I want to go visit my friends. And every time I try and make plans, boom, something happens. And spirit's like, don't go nowhere, bro. You got to stay here first. Wait till your sister gets the house. Wait till the divorce is completely over. Wait till you get your inheritance money. And then you can go on a nice trip. You don't want to go anywhere anyway because it's fucking cold. Just shut up and stay here and work. And that's what I've been doing. Like, I'm not fighting it anymore. When it presents itself, I'll go. That's all. All right, Dune, you said you're tired of Sweden, poverty, racism. Well, that's everywhere in the world, bro. Let me tell you something, Dune. I'm tired of Bermuda too, and Bermuda is a place where everybody comes to for vacation, and Bermuda is a wonderful place to live. I've been here my whole life. I'm tired of poverty. I'm tired of racism. I'm tired of all the above. I'm tired of the government. It doesn't matter where you go or what job you have, there's always going to be a problem because there is no perfect world. You see what I'm saying? So you've got to make your own perfect world. You've got to find a job. You've got to go to a different country that you like. You've got to make your own life and to what you want. Because I can say I'm tired of Bermuda. I'm gonna go to Boston because I love Boston so much. Then when I get to Boston and I'm there for like 2 months, I'm like, oh hell no, fuck this place. I like coming here for vacation, but now that I live here, I don't want to be here. I want to go back home because I realize that Bermuda is way better, and I can't be without my family, or I don't make as much money. But you have the time. Time time waits for nobody. You can die tomorrow. So can I. You can die next week. You can die 10 years from now. But at least you're living your best life. You're doing what you have to do as a person. Everybody has to stop making excuses about what their life is going to be or what it should be. You got to make your life the way you want it. You see what I'm saying? I got tired of working for everybody, so I work for myself. Now I can sit here and come on here and fuck around and do nothing because I have my own life. People always say to me, "You're not working today?" I said, "No, because I don't have to. I work for myself. When I feel like working, I will work. I have work. I'll go do it when I feel like it." You see what I mean? I can see it being better, yes, but you have to make it better, is my point. I can tell you, yes, dude, it's going to be better. But if you don't make it better, then how is it going to be better? We have to get off our own ass and make our lives better. You see what I'm saying? You got to create your opportunities. You know what, dude? I do see it getting better. I do see you working hard and money's going to be better for you. But I've already told you this. I see things getting better for you, right? Between now and April, things are going to start to get better for you. And I told you before, that by June everything is going to change. You're going to be in a whole different place, and everything's going to go right for you. And this is more confirmation that it's going to happen. But what I'm getting here is you're very indecisive in making these things happen. You're reluctant on making these happen. You feel like you're not stable enough, or you feel like you can't make these decisions yet, or you think that something bad's going to happen. If you continue to think that way, then it's not going to work. What is indecisive? Indecisive means you're not making the decisions you need to make. Like you're worried about what your outcome is, like not making decisions. You know, indecisive is like, I don't know what I want. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know how I'm gonna do this shit. That's what indecisive means. Yeah. Like not, you always think that something bad's gonna happen. Don't think that way. You gotta think positive. You gotta think like, I'm gonna make this shit happen. Yes, but there's nothing to be afraid of. You can't be afraid to make a mistake. You can't be afraid to live your life. This is the problem everybody has. And this is why I'm not afraid anymore. Me personally, I'm not afraid of anything. I'm just afraid of the people around me because they're people and they might do some dumb shit to me. That's all I'm afraid of. But that's people. People are crazy. But you should never be afraid to better your life. And I'm seeing in the cards here that things are going to get better for you, but it's you, your fear. You can't let yourself fear no more. You got to make that shit happen. You got to go out and get it. But that's in every job. There's always going to be like, people like that. Hey, Ann, how are you, sweetie? Right. But see, the thing is, dude, look, in Bermuda, it's the same way. Right? Yeah, you have to stop fearing. If you don't stop fearing, then nothing's going to go right because you still live in fear. The devil's like, I got you. You ain't going nowhere. But if you say, let me go, Satan, go away. I need God in my life. God's going to make me not fear. I'm going to not fear. I'm going to go get this shit now. It's time for me to make my life better. Same thing. I tell my story all the time on here. When I started this channel, I was always worried about being wrong or not reading people or thinking that I'm delusional, that I can talk to spirit, or I know what I'm talking about when it comes to cards, or thinking that I'm going to be wrong and taking people's money and then be like, oh, fuck, you're wrong, Mark. You're a joke. I feared that too. And then after I started keep going, now I'm super confident because I know I have God and spirit on my side. The people that I talk to are living in denial, not me. So, and I admit my faults. I know I'm not perfect. I may be a good reader and read for people and do things for people and make them happy, but I'm still not perfect. I'm still giving people my energy that I shouldn't be. I'm still working on it. I'm a human being like everybody else. Even though I'm wearing an alien shirt today, I'm not a fucking alien, but I know they exist. People are crazy. So stop fearing, dude. Make it happen. Today, you know what you should do? Go get yourself a pen and a piece of paper and write down 5 things that you want to do. And once you do them, cross it off. I don't have to do that no more. Yeah, and the cards are telling me you have it. You can get it, but you just have to go do it. If you want a new job, you got to go get one. When I was 29, I'm 47. When I was 29 years old, I said to my sister, look, I want to go on my own. And she's like, yeah, you can do it. You know you can. You're smart enough. You know you have the ability. I said, but you know what? I need to empty out my bank account to buy my car, my tools, and then I'll be all right because I know I'll get work because I know I'm good. And in September of 2020, in September of 2007, I keep saying 2007, I went to the place, I registered my business. I called my business Mark's Maintenance, and I went and told the lady, look, I'll pay payroll tax, I'll pay the pension, pay my shit. what I need to pay for, but I can't afford all this life insurance and fucking bullshit. She goes, "Oh, you don't have to. You're not obligated." So I said, "Okay, I can afford these bills plus my own." And I know I'm going to get work because people know me. So it's not going to be a problem me getting work. So God blessed me all these 16 years I've been on my own. Spirit blessed me. I blessed myself because I went out and got it. Once I started my business, that's it. Now I can sit here and come on here and chill because I'm already established. I'm good. When I want work, I'll go get it. When I feel like working, I go work. But that's because I bust my ass my whole life. I went out and got it. Same thing right here. Same thing right here. 4 years ago, I started this channel. I had to prove myself. I had to show everybody, look, I'm not no fake ass psychic. I'm not a fake medium. I talk to dead people. It's real. I will make you a believer. I will prove to you that this shit's real. I'm a real one, not a fake ass one. And I help everybody along my path. I always help everybody I possibly can. And that's what makes me happy. Of course, I pray to God every day. I pray to God every day, bro. Every day without fail. Guaranteed. That's why I'm here today. Without him, I ain't nothing. He gave me this gift. I don't abuse the gift. I use it to help people. And everybody should. The more you pray, the more you get what you need. Because the more you be confident, God will trust you to give you the blessings that you deserve. You're traveling to see your kids, 3 of March to 9th of March. Well, go travel, see your children, love them and care for them. You gotta be, if you're a good dad, then you'll make it. God wants men to be good fathers to their children. Hey Lala, how you doing? So keep praying, bro. God's listening. It's facts. Go see your children, have a good time, and after that, you'll see. You'll be fine. Keep being positive. Don't be negative. You're a star seed, okay? I take your word for it. I believe you. I believe you. Even when nobody does, I'll believe you. Real recognize real. All right, yes, you donated. I got your. You can go ahead and ask your question, sweetheart. Thanks, Lala. You're after and there. Yes, go apply for jobs, Dune. Apply for as many jobs as you can. One of them will come through. Listen, my sister did the same thing. She applied for all these jobs, went for interviews, she never got it. Then finally, after like 2 months, 3 months, she finally got the job of her life. And she didn't even have to apply for it. Somebody offered it to her. Just because you put your energy out there. Absolutely, it'll get better, but you have to do your part. Remember, things will get better if you do your part. You can't just sit home and smoke cigarettes and watch TV and be like, yeah, God, I pray to God every day. I'm going to get everything I want. It don't work that way. You have to make it happen. Then Spirit and God will say, okay, look, Dune's doing what he has to do. Let's finally give him a job because he's putting in the work. He wants to make his life better. That's how it works. You got to put in your time too. All right, and you said it's my aunt Gigi and Uncle SM working against me. All right, let's check, Ann. Absolutely. Sometimes I got to take my own advice too. I'm very stubborn as well. Trust me, I'm in the same struggle. Believe me. Ah, okay. Yep. Well, look at that. You can't make this shit up. So I got your aunt and uncle here. I got the high priestess and the emperor reversed, right? And they want you to continue to have oppression. They want you to follow your old ways. They want you to live in a rut. They want you to be unhappy without anybody. They don't want to see you with another person, because then it makes you look like you're winning and this person isn't. So for instance, if your ex doesn't have anybody in his love life, then they want to make sure you don't either. So they don't want you to be happy. They don't want, you to be making any worthwhile changes. So that way it makes you look like you're, the perfect one. They want to make they want to make it seem like your ex is the victim and you're not. So they are very petty. I can see that they're very ignorant, immature, and that's why they're doing these things. Another reason this could be the way it is because maybe you have a combination of, maybe you have a good job where you make, good money and you have, everything sorted out, like your life, besides your personal like love life, maybe your real life is okay. Like you have your house, you have your car, you have your job, you have spiritual well-being and prosperity, like you're a good person. So they're like, let's try and make her look bad. We don't want her to look good. So that's why they're against you, because they want you to look like, you're the problem. And usually that's what people do. People are always trying to make somebody look bad, you know? Yes, they do want to see you heartbroken and they do want to see you like, looking tarnished. So that way they're like, yeah, see, she's the fucking problem, not her ex, you know? Well, there you go. So if you live comfortably and have love from all around people from around you, that's another reason why your aunt and uncle are the way they are. And I feel like your uncle is a weak person anyway. This guy, this uncle of yours, he's very ineffective in his own life. So you know, how can his judgments of you be even real if his own life is fucking shit? You see what I'm saying? And your auntie, she doesn't accept the fact that she doesn't want God in her life. So how can she's ignorant to life as well. And she doesn't understand anybody but herself. So these two people are worthless in my opinion. They're too shallow and they're too ignorant and they don't know anything. So for them to have him around them, it just shows you who their character is. It is sad, but we shouldn't be sad for them. Fuck them. Who cares? Life goes on without bad people. If we keep, this is my problem and everybody's problem, is we're always worried about what everybody else thinks of us when we shouldn't. But it's hard not to, because they're like, edging us on, or they're like making us a part of their life, or they're, talking shit on our name. So we're like trying to defend ourselves against liars. We're defending ourselves against ignorant fucking people that have no substance and no life. See, we have to overcome those things. And that's why I preach that every day on here. But I have to listen to my own words because I don't do it either. I do it, but not as much as I should. I really should not let people get to me, but it's hard not to, because you're like, what the fuck you talking to? Like, you think you're lying on? You out of your damn mind? Let me prove to you that you're a liar. But see, why should we have to do that? You know why? Because it's natural for us to react, because we're trying to defend ourselves, because we don't want these people to tarnish our name or make us look a certain way. But if the people that love us, whether it's 4, 5, 6, 7 people that we know love us to death, that those are the only people that we need to talk to and to deal with. We're not put on this earth to defend ourselves every fucking time somebody lies on our name. As long as the people that are in your life that you love and they love you, they know the truth. So that's all that should matter. What one person says about you or 2 people say about you should be irrelevant at all times. And trust me, I know it's hard to deal with, because I have a problem with that too. But trust me, The less you give these people your energy, the better you're gonna feel as a person. And sometimes you can be, like me. I feel like I give it my energy for a little bit, and then I just laugh it off, and I'm just going about my business, and I'm fine. My day's fine after that. So you guys might be the same way. But and to answer your question, yes, they are like that. I was like, she wouldn't do that to me. But my intuition says, hell yeah, she is. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely. You know, and the thing is, they want you to like, they want you to find another person like your ex, a piece of shit and a bum, and somebody that you're gonna end up not working out. And that's what happens. See, this is what happened to my brother and my sister. When their ex-wife and ex-husband left them for another person, they didn't get better, they got worse. And that's why I tell people like Jessica, and I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell everybody who's listening to this. When your ex leaves you, that is their karma. When you get rid of them, you are their karma. They're never going to find another person like you in their life, because when they left you or disrespected you and you got rid of them, or you get a divorce, or you get break up, or they're your ex, they're not your karma, you're their karma, because they're never ever going to find another person better than you. And that's how you got to put yourself on that pedestal and say, I don't care who they're with, I don't care what they're doing, they're never going to live a decent life like they was with me. Because even if you continue to live a decent life and you're a decent person, you take care of your kids, your family, and you got a house and you got your shit together, you got a job, and they don't have what you have, that means they fucked up. You are their karma. You see what I'm saying? Even if that doesn't matter to you, all that should matter is you bettered your life without that person. When you better your life without the people that are not good for you, then you win. It's that simple. And you become their karma, not the reverse. Exactly. And that's why they rebound with a worse person. So they can look like they're the victim. That's the same thing my brother-in-law did, and the same thing my sister-in-law did. Both ex brother-in-law and sister-in-law now. But my sister-in-law did the same thing. She went to a drug addict, ended up getting an STD from him, and still living with this clown. And she thinks that it's the best thing in the world and lives from paycheck to paycheck. Man, you was living with my brother, you weren't suffering and you weren't dealing with that shit. And you had your children and your home, but you gave it all up because you wanted your better life, but you end up getting it worse. And now you look like you're fucking 70 and you're only 50. Because you're stressing out, you look like shit because you made shit decisions and you disrespected your children. Let me tell you something. When people disrespect their children and leave them and all that, they start to deteriorate. God punishes you right away. You get instant karma. And that's exactly what happened to my ex-brother and sister-in-law. They're both living their karma life right now. Fuck them. I hope they all rot in hell. Actually, they will. I know they will. Lala, you can go. Shit. What was I gonna say? Lala, you can go ahead and ask your question, sweetheart. Yeah, and don't worry about them. People don't want to see you succeed, but that's their problem, not yours. You just let me tell you, let me give you advice. Keep doing you, keep making your life better, and who cares what anybody thinks? As long as you are happy, like you said here, you said I live comfortably and have love all around me. And that is the best thing that you can do. You got Marky, you got Marley, you got all of us, you got your online friends, you got your real friends, you got your children. You live comfortably, you have love all around you. Fuck those people. They don't. So that is you and karma at its finest. Exactly. Exactly. You're a hot MILF. See? And they're not. That's it. There you go. Problem solved. You know? That's it. It's that simple. Listen to Marky. Trust me. You know? And you're a grandma. Oh, you're a hot gilf. Okay, cool. You're a hot MILF and gilf. Okay, good. That's what's up. The gilf, yeah. There you go. You go, Granny. Go, Granny. Go, Granny. Keep going, and fuck these people. That's what's up. All right, Lala, you said, so I need some advice from you and Spirit. How can I become more centered, man, dealing with this guy? Dated due to past traumas. I tend to become emotionally unbalanced and I don't want to sabotage this connection. You're welcome, man. Anytime, sweetheart. Well, that's the thing, Lala. I'm going to tell you like I tell everybody else that's in that situation. Never take your problems or your emotions into your next relationship. What happened with the past is not going to continue to happen unless you allow it to happen. So you and G, if you feel like you found a good man, a good person, right? And you know that connection is good and you see a future with him, then the problem is yours because you're saying, you know, how can I become more centered? And due to my past traumas, I tend to become emotionally imbalanced. I don't want to sabotage this. So it comes with you first. So you got to say, hey, look, G's not treating me like this. If this is the case, G's not treating me like this. He's a good man. I love him. I want to be with him. I see a future with him. He's not like the rest of the clowns that I dated. So if you think that you're going to get the same energy that you had in the past, then that's going to keep haunting you. It's going to keep making you feel uncentered and unbalanced and emotionally unstable. So you got to manipulate your own mind and say, hey, look, I don't have this guy G is not my past. He's my future. So if I feel like it's me and not him, then, and I know that's why you're asking me this because you need advice, but this is the advice is you can't take what happened to you in the past into the future, even though I know it's easier said than done. But if you keep dwelling on your past, then your past should always bring you insight for the future to not make the same mistakes, to not make the same, judgments of a person or yourself. Right. But that begins with you. You have to put your trust in yourself and in God and know that, hey, look, I'm not going to allow, if you're getting red flags from G about the same type of energy, then that's up to you to allow it to happen. If you're not getting no red flags and you feel like you don't want to fuck nothing up, then don't. Then don't doubt it. Allow yourself to be loved. Allow yourself to be cared for by him. Allow yourself to be in love. Allow yourself to demolish those things. You have to allow yourself to demolish those thoughts. Well, see, that's the thing. So if you feel like he is the problem or he's the same energy that you've dealt with in the past, then that's your issue as well. That's where you have to draw the line. You have to say, hey, look, I can't deal with this no more. I gotta let go. I can't be with this guy. I'm getting the red flags from the past. And the reason why we get these red flags from the past is because we do not leave the cause of our problems. You can't change that guy. You can't change them. And if you wait for change, you're going to be waiting your whole life and you're going to miss out on the opportunities to be happy. That's my advice. Don't ever feel like you need somebody to complete you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you give up somebody that you're with, God blesses you with the right person because you're still stuck on the same energy over and over and over. So, what I'm getting here in the cards is you have to face reality. You got to rest, recover from all this trauma. Whatever unexpected things happen to you or whatever happens to you, just know that whatever you plan, it might collapse, it might not go the way you want. But you as a person, you got to become more, you got to have more security for yourself. Look at yourself as a magnificent person that has grace. You're not sick, you're not in the hospital, you're talking to me right now. You have, you can have a job, you can have, all the good things that you need. You can have a good life right now if you do. So you got to look at yourself as the Queen of Pentacles, a person that is is generous and rich with the life that she has dignity, is noble, is charitable, is good. You help people. You got good intentions. You've been through a lot, but you're always, ready to make your life better. So I what I get here is whatever you plan sometimes gets canceled. You're not realizing your goals. You got to set your goals and put them in stone and say, look, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make my life better with or without G. If you feel like he's causing you to not move forward, then goodbye, G. I know you said that you don't want to sabotage the connection, but how could you sabotage something that's not connected? If you feel like he's immature or he's not, helping, then you're not going to evolve with or without him. You got me? Hey, Sunshine, how you doing? So you've got to resolve this issue, right? And sometimes resolving this issue and coming to the conclusion and healing from this requires your friendship amongst your own, like, women friends. So if you have sisters or a mother and you're really connected to your feminine side, stay around your feminine side. Your mother or your sisters or your best friend is a woman, or your boss or your workmates. All the women in your life are going to be able to heal you because the men destroyed your healing and made you feel a certain way. And I'm not saying, like, bash men and fuck all men. Not all men are bad, trust me, and all women are good either. So people are people. So if you need to heal, there is a way around it. See, by you saying there's no, I mean, I know what you're saying. You have to heal. There's no way around it, right? But the way around it is healing through your friends and the people that you love. If G is holding you back from that, then you gotta leave that alone. You shouldn't fear being without this man. This man is making you feel this way. So obviously, you saying he doesn't help because he can be immature with things as well. So if he's not helping you, because a person that you're with in a relationship, right? They should be equal amount helping and making you a better person. If I'm with a woman right now, I'm going to empower her to be even better than me. But how many people are going to do that? Not too many. And I want a woman that says, Mark, you can do it. You can go live and talk to all these women here. I won't get jealous because I know you're not fucking them through this computer. You're helping them like you help me in real life. But if I have a woman that says, you can't talk to Ann and Sunshine and La, who the fuck are these bitches? No, you can't do that. Then I don't want you in my life because you're not empowering me and helping me to do what I want to do. So if you're being held back by the person that you're in a relationship with, then what is that? And if you're not getting what you want, then leave. Get rid of the person. There's billions of people in the world, and you will find that person once you get rid of the trash or the person that's not getting not making you evolve. And there's nothing to fear. You're doing what's best for you. You're doing what's best for you. So if you feel like you're unbalanced because of this person, then don't deal with them no more. And if G really loves you and cares about you, then he'll say, okay, okay, I don't want to lose you. I'm going to do what's best for us. You can't expect him to change overnight. But if you feel like you still want him and you feel like he's going to help you, then fine, give him a chance. But if you don't, if you feel like you ain't going to go nowhere with him, then that's your answer right there. If somebody really wants you and loves you and cares about you, they're going to show it. Actions speak louder than words. I can tell you, yes, baby, I'm going to change. Yes, baby, I'm going to help you. Yes, baby, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be the best man. If you talk, 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 and don't show no actions, then that's your answer right there. Right. And love takes time. Love ain't really, gonna happen overnight. You see what I'm saying? So if you have different love languages and sometimes you get into your head and he's the man who shows up and do you a favor and you're the one to send the love message, then that's it. A lot of men don't really show their emotions and women get mad. Men aren't like women and women aren't like men. There's a lot of men that don't really do that shit. And then when it's too much, you say, oh, well, this guy's weird or this woman's weird. But nobody's perfect, so no relationship's going to be perfect. But if you're learning to accept his love and vice versa, then you can still work on the connection if you feel like it's not hindering you. I'm just saying, if you feel like you can't go nowhere with this guy, then that's up to you. You got to make the decision for your own well being. I'm just going to text my sister. She's just telling me that she's on the plane coming in so I can find out when she comes in. Just give me a second. She says she's on the plane and on her way. Cool. All right. So in another 2 hours, I got to be there. Cool. Hey, Brenda, how are you, sweetheart? Hey, Aquarius. How you doing, sweet cheeks? Yes, I'm on early because I have to, I didn't want to go work and then have to get changed and go back and forth because I got to pick up my sister from the airport in 2 hours. She just texted me to say the plane is on time and she's about to make her way here. So in 2 hours she's gonna be here. So I don't want to yes, my dog's right there. She knows her mommy's coming back. Yeah, I'm doing good. I've had a good morning. Yeah, she's there on her blankie and she's looking around because she can hear the neighbor outside making noise. It's a beautiful day here today, but I'm gonna work this afternoon. I took the morning off so I can go do work this afternoon. Once I pick up my sister and my nephew from the airport, I can finish the rest of my day. All right, so you said confusion is the work of the enemy. I would have been gone. Yes, I see a lot of flaws in me. This man, I feel like I have a go on. I don't want to give up because, right, exactly. And that's the thing. I feel like a lot of people give up on relationships and friendships because they don't get what they want. But things are it develops over time. You know what I'm saying? Like you can be our mothers and fathers, right? We know them our whole life. We're with them all day, or some of us. Say you're with your parents every day for 18 years of your life, and then you move on and you go and you move out and you do what you have to do. You know your parents. You know the people that you're living with, you're dealing with. So it's not always great with your parents. It's not always great with your spouse. It's not always great with your boss or your employees. Nothing's perfect. But I feel like people feel like it has to always be perfect, or people don't get that perfect scenario, so they live a negative life, and they're always, playing the victim, or they're playing like, oh yeah, I had bad luck because my life doesn't go the way it wants to. Welcome to the world. You know, I never take life for granted anymore, because I know right now I can be hooked up to some fucking machine in the hospital, and I could be dying of some disease. But I'm here and I'm with you guys. So I'm blessed. In my eyes, I'm blessed. In my brain, I'm blessed, because I'm not hooked up to a machine and I'm dying from some disease. So I'm grateful to be here helping people and just to be like living my life. So it's not all bad. And I think people need to keep reminding themselves that because your relationship isn't the way you want it to be, or your job is not the way it wants to be, or your life is not the way it wants to, it is, it's okay. You can change it. You can make it better by either deleting things or making things better in your life. You control your own life, your own destiny. A lot of people are bitching and moaning about their lives, man. Their lives can be a lot worse. You know? Right. And Lala, continue to grow and continue to mature. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that you should be doing. Don't run from success. Don't run from a problem. Solve the problem. Find a way to make it better. Find a way to make your life better. Don't fear that things are not going to ever be great. It can be. Nobody's life is perfect. Nobody. Not mine, not yours, not anybody. But we can make it perfect to our liking. But when something bad happens, don't dwell on it. Just say, hey, it could be worse. I got a flat tire today to work, but fuck, it could be fixed. You see what I'm saying? Or I don't have enough money to pay my bills, but guess what? At least I have a job and I'm trying to make ends meet. You see what I'm saying? Like, try and always look at the better things in your life. I have clothes on my back. I got this, I got that. You're welcome, Lala. No problem, sweetheart. Always look at the positive things. Don't dwell too much on the negative shit, because the negative stuff is going to keep dwelling in your mind and you're going to forget about the good things, and then you get a reality check. All right, next I have Sunshine. Sunshine, you said, I've been displaced from my job. This is my last week, wondering how long it might take to find a new position. All right, Sunshine, let me check that for you. And then after Sunshine, I have Anne again. Cool. All right, I got you. Oh, wow. Cool. Well, that's one of the most positive readings I've had this morning. Yeah, all around. So sunshine, looks like the sunshine is going to shine on. Yeah, looks like the sun is going to shine on you. See, just because you have that name, sunshine, see, it's actually going to shine on you. So even though this job that you're being displaced from, next month in March, you'll have a new job, a job that you'll like, a job that will be, you might feel like pressure right now. You might feel like things are overburdened or things are not being resolved. But if you put the effort in, even if you have to be selfish for you, don't be selfish just to be selfish, but be selfish for you. Like, take shit, go and get shit that you need and go get shit that you want. And this job will make, you'll be making more money. You'll feel more safe. You'll feel a lot better. It could be a job that a family member gets for you, or a man, King of Pentacles, is a businessman, is going to offer you this business acumen and offer you something. This person could be a loyal friend, or a reliable person that you know, and this person will get you a job and give you a job. All you got to do is ask. So this could be a family member getting you a job, especially a man, or a man could definitely get you a job because he knows you're capable of doing the job. He likes you, he admires you, he thinks you're the perfect person for the job, and this is going to be the ultimate change for you. So by this door closing, another door is going to open next month for you. So if you want to know when, next month. In March, you'll have the job that you need. It's going to be a job that's going to bring you security, safety, prosperity. Yeah, and if you're a person that's over the age of like 40, 50, and you have experience, even if you're not that old, even if you have experience in the field that you have, your experience and older age is what this person's looking for. They're looking for a mature person, a person who knows what they're doing, a person who has experience in the field. So you're going to be perfect for the job and you'll get the job no problem in next month. So there you go. If you have a lots of experience, then that's what this person wants. Once this person knows that you're leaving your job, and you've told this person, and you're looking for this job or you apply for this job, whatever the case may be, you're going to get it. I got all good cards here. All good. And I feel like a man is going to get you this job. You'll have a male boss, or this person would say, hey, look, I'll get you this job, sunshine, no problem. It might have to do with mathematics. If you're a person that works with figures like math or adding things up or any type of numbers, like this is gonna happen. Like anything to do with math or just like business sense, business savvy things. This person is very successful, this guy. So he's willing to hire you and give you the money that you deserve. Yeah, he's gonna reach out to you. I feel like you know this person because I got all good cards. I got all good cards, everything good. It doesn't matter what I shuffle and what I pull out. It doesn't matter. It's all good cards. It's all telling me yes, yes, yes. So this man is a good man too. He's a businessman. He's got money. He's got a good position. He could be the boss or the owner of the company. So anything to do with like business stuff, that's what I see, and it's gonna happen next month. So you're good to go. Yeah, that was the best reading I've had all day. I wish that was the case for everybody, but obviously everybody has a different life. But yeah, I got all good things. Just try not to like look at your struggles and things like that. Just stay positive. Just say, hey, I'm gonna get another job. It's not gonna be a problem. This person's gonna have my back. Try not to fight the blessing. Just allow it to happen. Yeah, don't have like any mental conflicts with yourself. Don't say, oh my God, I'm not gonna find a job. I'm not gonna get this, I'm not gonna get that, and things like that. Just know that it's all gonna happen. Everything's gonna happen the way it's supposed to. All right, and you are next. Jessica, that's gonna happen when you help yourself. I've been telling you that forever. That's gonna happen when you release your past and all the bullshit that you dwell on. That's how it's gonna happen. All right. And you said, what are FLG truth feeling for me? He's always been sweet to me and helps you. He might be doing that to get that cooch. You're welcome, sunshine. No problem. Wish you luck. It looks like you'll be fine. Just let me know how it works out. You can have that Palo Santo all you want. Yeah. Now I'll be positive for you, Jessica. You'll have everything you want. I know you will. Just stop being a pain in the ass. All right. All right. No, no, not me. I'm not a pain in the ass. Not. My mom always tells me I'm a pain in the ass. Because you are a pain in my ass. You always say things. You always say things all the time to me. She always makes me mad. I always like say shit to her. She's like an over emotional Capricorn. So I always say, Mom, it's not that bad. You don't know what you're talking about. You think everything is so nice and yeah, this and that. You don't know what life is. You don't know nothing. I'm like, yeah, I don't know nothing, Mom. I don't know shit. Yeah. Meanwhile, you're here home all day doing fucking nothing and I don't know shit. What the hell are you talking about? You don't know nothing. I do so much. Then when I talk like her like that, she gets mad. I don't talk like that. I say, yes, you do, Mom. You're a pain in the ass. Oh yeah, and she talks just like that. And she goes, no, I don't talk like that. You're stupid. I don't talk like this. Like, yesterday, I went to her house for lunch, and I was saying something, and she told my nephew, she goes, "Your uncle, right? In Portuguese, uncle is TT." She goes, "Your TT is crazy. He always say things to make me mad." And then my nephew goes, "Yeah, I know. He is a pain in it, grandma." And she goes, "Yeah, I know." I said, "Oh yeah, and you're not, huh?" I said, "You guys, if you stay quiet, I won't have to counteract you. So keep quiet, and then I won't have to counteract you." Anyway, and I see that this guy is very kind. He probably thinks he's too kind, or maybe he thinks he's foolish for being too kind to you. But the reason he is like kind to you is because he thinks like you're his destiny, you're his fate. Like you said, he's known you for a long time, but like he sometimes feels like he's making a mistake by being too kind because maybe you're not reciprocating the energy back to him. If you are, then fine. But he thinks that if he really does like get attached to you, he thinks that maybe it's for the better or for the worse. So he's kind of like 50-50. His feelings is like when it's good with Anne, I'll be cool. But when I feel like I'm getting vulnerable, I feel like I'm frail, or I feel like I'm suspicious of this being a mistake because I'm too kind to her. Because sometimes like he might be too kind to you and you're like, okay, cool. But you're not like he wants like you to like jump on him and hug him and say, "You're so kind to me. I want you. I love you." Like he might be that type of guy that says, "Hey, um, why doesn't she overreact and show me kindness and slap me with that coochie or give me a kiss?" Like he might be a timid type of guy, or he might not be an aggressive type of guy. He might be one of these guys who's like really kind but suspicious at the same time. And he might have had some bad shit happen to him in the past. He might feel a little vulnerable, a little frail, and he doesn't want to make the same mistake. But if you don't you know, aggressively like show him love back or give him the same type of energy, then he's gonna be like, well, the outcome of this is like, yeah, see, he thinks that he's too kind and he looks like an idiot because he's not getting anything for being kind, which usually is the case. So if he holds back, then that means because he feels like he's too kind and he's not getting nothing from you. So I'm gonna tell you, like I tell every woman, if you feel like you likes a guy, then tell him or show him you like him. And if it doesn't work, that means it's not meant to work. But if it does work, then you ignite the You ignite the relationship, you ignite the love, you ignite the passion, you ignite it. So if you don't ignite it, then that guy's gonna keep being nice until you do it. Where he's gonna keep being vulnerable. He's gonna keep thinking, well, this is for the better or for the worse. I'm gonna do something kind and I'm gonna make sure like I show her that, hey, look, I like you. I'm fucking kind to you. Like, come on, be kind to me back. Like, show me some type of fucking, love here. And god damn it, like what else do I have to do? Like, you see what I'm saying? So he might be getting bored of being nice. And he's not gonna like reverse the way he lives his life just for you. He's not gonna go overboard because he's not like that. You know what I'm saying? And he might have had to he might have ended a long relationship and friendship with someone, and he feels held back, he feels set back, he feels like people were his downfall. He feels like in order for him to be with you, he has to make like a complete change and like change his whole life just to like tell you that he likes you. So if he's really kind and even you've known him for a long time, it should be better, easier for you to like make the connection. You know what I'm saying? If you really like him, you know, right? He does, and that's his problem though. If he doesn't expect anything in return, then that's why you're not getting, because he doesn't expect you to like want him as much as he might want you. But I feel like he feels kind of like, I don't know. Like he feels like, well, if I go out with Anne, then I have to sacrifice a lot of things, or I might have to make like a lot of adjustments because I've known her for a long time. I know her situation, but is this destiny? Is it my fate to be with her? And then he's like, well, I hope I'm not going to like, get involved with her. And then it ends this long friendship that I have with her. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so it's baby daddy. So that's why it makes sense. He's just like, he doesn't, because of the past, he probably is like, she ain't gonna give me another chance. Like, we've already had our chance. So that's why he's probably like that. You have history. So that's why I get what I want, get what I get. I mean, yeah, he definitely wants to be in a relationship with you. He wants to be back with you. I got the Ace of Cups here, but he thinks that you are not active enough. Like you might have anxiety around him, or you might like be standoffish around him. Like you're guarding yourself too much, and he thinks that you want to recover what you've lost, or like he feels like, hey, I don't know if this person really. He thinks you're too precautious and too like, like, hey, I'm glad you're nice to me and shit. I'm glad, things are okay, but he thinks that you have anxiety and you are delaying the progress in by not saying how you feel about him. You see what I'm saying? So it's not him. I think it is you. Yes. You're saying you're the bipolar one. Well, stop being bipolar and stop being bi anxiety and bi crazy. Just tell the man that you want to be with him, for fuck's sake. You know? You women gotta step up and tell the man that you want him. And then if he says no, you go about your business. If he says yes, then bang. If a lot of women have to take that guy by the hand and say, hey, I like you, I want to be with you. Like, what do you feel about me? Let's talk about it. We're fucking adults here, you know? And when a woman does that to a man, and some women will be like, oh, fuck that. Hey, I'm a queen. You better come to me. My coochie's gold. Then you're never gonna have a good man, stupid. That's for the women who think like that. If you think that you are like some queen and a guy has to do everything for you, you're never gonna find a good man. You're out of your damn mind. So if a man is being kind to you and good to you, show him the same respect, and that way you will have a good man. And then you need to adjust yourself to dealing with a good man, because most of you don't. because you don't want to. You feel like, oh, it's too good to be true. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing. A woman has to do her part too. So if you know the guy likes you and he shows you and he's kind to you and he's good to you, then show him the same respect. Like, sometimes a man that's like that needs that extra confirmation because he's tired of being hurt. He's tired of dealing with hoes in the same clothes, you know? Yeah, or wishy-washy, yeah. You know? That's the thing. It's a pain in the ass. Speaking of my Capricorn mom, she's calling me right now, probably to find out about my sister. Just give me a second. Just got to answer this real quick. My mom's something else. Well, that's good news. Apparently, our inheritance checks are here, and she wants me to go check the mailbox because my older sister got a message saying that she had to go to the post office. Hey now, if I get my inheritance check, I'm going to fuck away. Hell yeah. I know she threw some damn Hollywood on me. Holy shit. Well, that's good news. Hopefully that's yeah, I know. Well, see, my mom, right? She gets Bermuda growing bananas from like her friend, and then like when they get like to the point where they're like soft and stuff and they're no good to eat, she'll make banana bread like out of it. So she's like, bring the bananas to me because I'm making banana bread. I paid money for those fucking things, and yeah, because I don't really like bananas like that. It gives me indigestion. So yeah, apparently, my oldest sister said that um, the mailman came there and had to leave because he couldn't leave the check in the mail. So they want her to go pick it up. So she's the first one to say that it's in. So that means she lives down the hill here. So that means the people might be coming here next. So good thing I'm home. So hopefully we got our inheritance checks today or tomorrow. That'd be great. Love you, auntie and uncle. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go to hell. I'm gonna go to Boston. If that's the case, I'm out of here. My auntie passed away last May, and her and my uncle left me and all the nephews and nieces. There's 12 of us. See, they weren't like rich, but they had a decent amount of money and a big ass house, and they sold the house, and the house and the money is worth a lot of money. So they didn't have kids, so they put me, my brother, my two sisters, and uh I think eight other people, the five in Portugal and like a couple more in like Canada. They're from Canada, from British Columbia. So they left us all in the will, and we didn't even know until she passed away, because the lawyer like sent us the will papers and all of our names are on it. So each of us are gonna get like a couple $1,000s each. So I don't know how much it is. I have no idea. But apparently, my sister got the mail for the check. So looks like I'll be getting my inheritance this week, maybe today, tomorrow. Yes, that's good. And I'm gonna buy something in memory of my aunt and uncle. There, I'm blessed to have them in my life. My auntie and my uncle were good people. They just never had kids, you know. So we were their kids. Like kind of like me. Like I have nephews and stuff, and you want to do everything for your family. So that's very nice of them to do that. So hopefully I'll get my inheritance this week. So that'll be great. That'll be fucking great. I would love that. All right. And you said, oh, okay, Yvette, you can go ahead and ask your question. And you said, I was like, is he being kind to me because of our girls, or he still loves me? So I was always guarded. Um, and I still think that he loves you. Yes, that's why he's kind to you, and that's why he's the way. But if you have to make that decision. So if you think that you can be back together with him in a relationship, not for your girl's sake, but for your sake, you know what I'm saying? If you really feel like he's kind to you and like that to you because I feel like, because I got the Ace of Cups, so that means that he still has feelings for you. He's hopeful that, it could be for the better or for the worst. But he thinks that you don't want to be with him 100%. Because if he's giving you 100%, being nice to you and kind to you, and that's his way of saying, hey, he wants that coochie again, you know, but in a good way. You know what I mean? Age of Aquarius, she'll throw some holy water on me. Yeah, I throw holy water on myself, because Lord knows who I'm reading for sometimes. If my mom ever knew I was doing this shit, she'd be like, what the fuck? She'd be like, what are you doing? What you mean you talk to dead people? You out of your goddamn mind? The devil's gonna get you. I'm like, Mom, calm down. I'm not reading devilish energy, okay? I always tell her I have a psychic friend in Boston, which I actually do, to Rich the Truth. One of my best friends is in Boston, and she's like my psychic friend. And then I'll tell them, look, I'll ask my psychic friend about this situation, and I'll go ask her, and then I'll do it myself, and then I'll tell her the answer. So they believe in psychics, but they just don't think that I am. They think that I'm, because I don't want to tell them, because then they'll be like, oh, yeah. Like, yeah, whatever. Just leave me alone, Mom. Just let me be who I want to be. Because every time I tell them something about my life, they get upset. When I started my business, oh my God, you're making a big decision. You're making a big mistake. You don't have college education. You don't have this. You don't have that. And I'm like, are you listening to yourself? Do you know that some of the most smartest and most successful people never went to college? Do you know that, right? Oh, but that doesn't mean you will. And being that now that I am, they're the ones who call me every time something breaks or every time something bad happens. So now they're like, okay, you proved us wrong. Fuck you. My dad doesn't say much, but my mom, she praises me all the time. My mom always says how great I am. And when I do things like, jobs and stuff around the house, and then people at church tell her, oh my God, your son Mark is a wonderful person. He's a great electrician. He did this person's house. He did that. He did this. Oh my God, I saw him working at your house. You have such a great son. But my dad's like, yeah, he's a good man. Okay, yeah, cool. My dad's like, yeah, whatever. My mom's like, oh yes, my son is the best. I love him so much. He's the best. He does this. He's rude, but he's bad. He's good. He's naughty, but he's good. He's a good businessman. But my dad is like, yeah, I know. And my son, yeah, he does that. Yeah, whatever. I wish he had a master's and bachelor's degree and then a lawyer. Then I'd be praising him. And my dad's like, yeah, whatever. Well, and that's their fault for disrespecting you. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what my mom would say, Aquarius. She's very religious, so she don't believe in like psychic stuff and mediumship and all that stuff. So I don't tell her like. All right, Marley's back again. Don't tell your friend because she's back again. Hey Dan, how you doing, brother? Good morning. All right, Yvette, you said. My quick question is about this guy, Ethan. He's pretty well known, and we had a little something going on before I knew him, being a bit unknown. Nice. See him often. We're doing the same thing in the past week. A new friend I'm getting acquainted asked me if I could be him. Has he said anything about me, or what did he say if I was brought up? All right, let me check that, Yvette. Well, if Ethan said anything about you, it's all positive things. I feel like he wants to have like a meaningful experience with you because he already knows you. He would like to like get to continue to know you. I think he wants to gain like some type of new beginning with you because of the past or whatever. He also fears like getting close because he thinks that it's going to be a short-lived experience again. Like he thinks that he might not get what he wants from you. Um, he might like not apprehend like what's going on or what your intentions are. So I feel like it's like a kind of standoffish energy where he wants to like, connect and be cool, but like he doesn't know how you feel too. So I feel like you guys have to like talk it out more or like be cool with each other and continue it, like, right. Well, you did get the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands to a lot of people is he wants to put his wand in your, in your magic hole. So yeah, so I can agree with that, Yvette. Yes, he does think about the sex, but he fears that, if that how you're gonna take it, like if you really want it or not. So I think that he's gonna put effort into it and he's gonna like try not to be, he doesn't want to rush into anything because I feel like he has a serious attraction to you. And I feel like he does have some conflicting energies as well, so so I feel like he doesn't want it to be short-lived, you know what I'm saying? Like I think you leave him in suspense and he's suspicious of you and he feels like, hey, if I get to going back to her, can I trust her, or I fear like I'm gonna fail against her? Like he fears you, I think. Not I think, I know. Like he fears you. He fears that you're gonna say, "Fuck you! I ain't giving you no coffee, cocoa. I ain't giving you no coochie. I ain't giving you this. No, no, no. You're not gonna get this lasered up cooch. It ain't happen." So he fears rejection. He fears you're gonna say, "Nah, bruh." Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let me just check something here. Right, there you go. So no damn herpes. Fuck that shit. That shit's uncurable. You be scratching for days. I used to tell this chick that she used to say that she used to get her coochie waxed. And I said, with some laser treatment, I said, so now I use the lasered up cooch. Even if you have that lasered up coochie, it don't mean nothing. It still means you can catch shit. It don't mean it's better than anybody else's. or because it looks clean, it don't mean shit. Let me just check something here. You know what, Yvette? I don't think that he's gonna pursue you and like go after you and try to be with you, because he knows that you it's gonna be difficult being with you. And he anticipates the worst. Like he anticipates that he's gonna struggle trying to get you and trying to deal with you. Um, he feels like it's gonna be turmoil, or he feels like he's gonna like always conflict with you. So I think that you guys will be cool and all. You can be friends, but every time you guys try to, to go to an opportunity or be in an event together or try and deal with each other, it's going to be a short-lived thing. Like it's just going to be something it's a little connection here. I mean, if you want some B and you want to, have sex with him, go for it, because I think that's the only thing that'll come out of it. But as far as like, being in some type of relationship and being cool, I don't think that's going to happen. You guys might even work together, and that's probably about it. You might work together or like do something together, or, be cool with each other. But he thinks that, yeah, exactly. It'll be short lived. So I think that he doesn't want no serious connection with you. He just probably wants, like I said, those Cocoa Krispies. That's what he wants, you know? He wants that Cocoa Krispies treat. He might go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So yeah, I would say like if you want some, go get it. But that's about it. You only have sex and that's it. Even the sex part might be difficult because you might not want to give it to him. So it depends on you. I think you have too much dignity for that, but that's up to you. Like But I feel like there's going to be opportunities ahead, like this month and next month, where you guys will be cool with each other. But that's about it. Like I think that you know what he's about. Yeah, exactly. But I don't see no malicious activity or no maliciousness or nothing. I don't see no like bad things. You know what I'm saying? I don't see like he has bad intentions. I just think that he fears you. He knows that you'll reject his ass, and he probably doesn't like rejection, or he probably doesn't think like that he's gonna get anything out of you. Like you're too smart. Yeah, exactly. Or just talking shit. Yeah, I think he will, talk shit and be cool with you and stuff, but he knows where to draw the line. That's what I wanted to say. He knows where to draw the line. Like he knows that he can't like just get one up on you because he knows you're smart enough, and he knows that you know him already. So that's what I get. So your intuition is on point. That's good, Yvette. Don't let these guys take advantage of you. You're too good for that. A coochie should be worked for, not just given away. If you want to, I already have some of these women in here. I have their chastity belt key. So if you want to get a chastity belt, just give me the key, give me the spare key, and I'll just keep it for you. So that way you don't get tempted. Or just give me all the keys. So if there's a guy that comes to you and says he wants the coochie, and you just say, look, Mark's got the key. I'm sorry, I can't help you. I have to get the key shipped. FedEx. Or it might be like the cartoons and take the key and go like this. And just swallow the key, and then you're gonna have to wait till it comes out the other end, which is gonna be a task. So, that's what I'm saying. Hey, that's okay. That's a little bit of time compared to me and a lot of other people. Don't worry, you'll start reaching years. Once you reach years, you'll be like, yeah, fuck it, I don't care. It's just whatever. Sex isn't everything in life. It's all good. People should rather value themselves and then just give their coochies away or their D's away. Well, there you go. nothing's gonna change in that department. Then if that, just value yourself, give it to the right person. You know. Yeah, exactly. If you did 1 year and 7 months before, that's fine. And that's just life. It doesn't matter. I think people put too much emphasis on the time frame that they don't get no sex. The longer you're without it, the better you become as a person sometimes, because you value yourself more, instead of just be vulnerable and give it away, and then you give it away to the wrong person, or you add another asshole on your list, or you catch something. So it's better to be safe than sorry. And nowadays you can't trust nobody. You be dipping in the wrong pot and coming out with itchy nuts. And that ain't happening. Fuck no. Not me. I ain't gonna be scratching myself for the rest of my life. No fucking way. No, you won't, Satan. You ain't getting after my nuts. Not today. No. I'd rather be without sex than have sex with somebody that's gonna give me something. Keep that laser away from me. Keep that medication away from me. I don't want no cream on there either. No, you won't. Hey, Amanda. Thanks. Exactly, Amanda. Yeah. One of your friends came in here yesterday, Amanda. Adam. He said you recommended me to come and see me. So thanks for recommending me. I appreciate that. I wanted to give him a message, but he left. So I asked if he was there, but he wasn't. He just said that you had recommended me. So I appreciate that. LZ. I got your donation. You said you're concerned about a situation with work. Concerning where it pops up, afraid of getting let go. Remember I told you this last week that work was going to be tough with you? Remember I told you to be very careful at work, that shit's going to hit the fan. I believe I told you that last week. I told you that be aware of these fucking idiots that you're getting hated on, and people are like weird and shit, and they're going to have to deal with like people. I remember you telling me that you were going to have a stressful week anyway. But yeah, I saw that happening. It's no bueno. I'm just catching up with the chat. Marty's laughing. Yep. Well, you can't say Spirit didn't warn you last week, because I remember telling you that, these fuckers are going to come at you. Let me tell you something. Even your daughter in Spirit was telling me that too. She was saying like my mommy's she was saying my mommy's really good at what she does, and that's why those people don't like her. And being young don't help either, because a lot of older people are fucked up. They just don't want the younger ones to get ahead. Whereas me, I'm totally opposite. I'm ready to help a younger person not to get into what I got into. But some people are not genuine enough. They're fucking idiots, man. But it's the full moon energy too. People are whack. People are going to be crazier and crazier every day. All right. All right, so what I'm getting here, LZ, is because you're accomplished, because you're discreet, because you feel safe, because you have material well-being, and you love your job and you love being in nature and you like your environment, you also have to be very cautious in your exploration of work and what you're doing at work, right? What I'm getting is don't make any risks, don't take any risks, don't do anything that you don't need to do. These things are going to dissipate. All this bullshit energy is going to dissipate over time. The problem I see here is through a man. If there's a man at your job that you don't like, he is using any means possible to achieve what he needs to desire for himself. This man is a person who is not faithful, he's corrupted, and he will do anything it takes to make your life miserable, or he's listening to other people and taking their advice and not yours, or like he's just a corrupted type of person, you know? So there's a man that's bad, and he's gonna keep doing whatever he can to make your life miserable. Like they're gonna dispute everything and try to make you imperfect and try to make it seem like you're lying. So if you're not lying, then you're gonna be fine. But this is like what I see. Like, you know, yeah, this student is also a problem I see, and this person wants to destroy you and other people because see, the thing is you control the situation, you know? Right. So the reason why this student is acting the way they are because they're not willing to make a necessary effort. They have an egotistical problem and they're very false and they're useless. But because you are strong and you're, you know, you control the situation and you're the teacher and you control things, this person can't handle your control. They can't handle your authority. They can't handle who you are because you show action and you show your confidence and you show that you're accomplished and you show your determination and your courage. Because you have power over this student, it makes them feel like a certain way. And usually 18-year-old boys and you know are fucking irritating. They think they know everything and they're a pain in the ass. You know, I can vouch for that because that's exactly how I was. I was against teachers and I was against people all the time. This student also is very indecisive in proceeding against you because they know, and I think they're gossiping about you and they're making you feel like, you know, you're a bad person. So the problem is this person like bashing you and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Right. So let now that we got that out of the way, we're gonna figure out what's the next thing. I still feel like this student and maybe his dad are gonna do whatever they can, but see, they have no credibility, you know? Right. They have, but the thing is these people don't have no credibility. They have no, you know, like people like the principal or other teachers know that this guy is a troublemaker. He doesn't have credibility, and his dad is also the type of person that's very excessive. You know, they're deliberately doing this and trying to make you look like you're a liar or you're like you're not perfect or you're making mistakes. But see, I feel like you're being protected as well, and some people want to get involved and have your back and some people don't because they know that you know it's very by doing that they're going to look like they're taking sides. So it's fucked up that some people might not have your back during this situation. You might have some other haters around you too, like teachers and shit, that would be like, yeah, good, you know, hopefully she leaves or hopefully they get her. So like I feel like you're being hated on like to a certain extent too by your actual coworkers too. Some of them, not all. don't think you're gonna lose your job or anything like that, because I think that because of your because you're mature and you're responsible and you're reliable. Like I just think that. Let me ask you something: is the principal or your boss, is it a male? That's what I need to figure out here because I keep getting like a man here. So I want to know like who's your superior, like who runs, like who's your boss? Is it a man principal or a woman principal? So I can figure out what this is. I don't know. It's like they're trying to figure it out, LZ. They're trying to figure out who is right and who is wrong. So right now it's up in the air as far as like your job, your. See, the thing is, your credibility as a teacher is going to override certain things, but they're also like taking into consideration everybody's word and everybody's thing. So it's hard to say. Right now, they're telling me that the past is going to predict the future. So whatever's happened in the past, so if your resume is a continuation of what's going on with the between teacher and you, I mean, teachers and you and students and you, then they're going to say, well, this is a reoccurrence, so we're going to have to take a. Yeah. Hmm. I feel you'll still have your job and stuff, but it's going to be very difficult because you're going to feel like you don't want to work there anymore because of people and how they act. And I knew it was going to be difficult for you because the thing is some people are going to have your back and some people aren't. But I think your worry and your concern is like making the energy the way it is. Okay, so your main school principal is a male, yeah. Because I see that this person is very mature and they're very like, persistent in finding the truth because he knows how students are and how people are. Now, your direct boss, assistant principal who evaluates the female, she's also a person who knows who you are and knows what you're about. So I feel like your superiors have your back, but other students and teachers might not. So your coworkers might not have your back because they don't want to get involved. Even if they don't have their back, they just don't want to get involved. But so I feel like your assistants print because I got the Queen of Pentacles and I got the Knight of Pentacles. So and they were both upright. So your superiors have your back. I feel they do. But there's the outside noise that's gonna make it difficult. But you'll still have your job. You know what I mean? All right, let me check. Yeah, see, I keep getting the same shit. Like you eventually come out on top on this either way. But I feel like this young man and his dad are going to try, or this young man and another student, not two males are about to like try and really get you. But because of intelligent choices and this will all be resolved. You know why? Because it boils down to you and your work. See? So they know what type of woman you are. They know that you are a good influence, a good teacher, and you're very successful in what you do. So when things like this happen, they're going to analyze. So I do see. That's all right. You can always rewatch. You can always rewatch. I'm gonna keep talking, and I'll that's fine. You can always rewatch, sweetheart. That's cool. Um, what I see here, LZ, is that you're gonna win this whole thing at the end of the day. Because I asked, after this investigation and after they analyze this whole thing, this is all gonna be resolved. It's fine, sweetheart. I got you. I got you as being the empress at the end. And when you're the empress, you know what that means? That means that you win because of your feminine, progress and your influence and who you are as a person. Just like your daughter said to me last week, my mommy is very good at what she does. And that's why it's all fucked up because of who you are. And being good at what you do, you're always going to be scrutinized, critiqued, and disrespected. But at the end of the day, it's all going to get resolved and you're going to win. So don't worry about it. You'll be fine. I know it's hard not to, and I know that, but I see like this male student, it's either him and his dad that are attacking the situation and trying to convince your superiors, but they know that it's all bullshit. Like I see you, like y'all don't see you losing your job or anything like that. But if you want to go somewhere else, I feel like you'll have no problem having an offer. But I feel like there's a man or this student that's going to continue to be petty and they can't control themselves. But if you stay at this job, it's still going to be worrisome. It's still going to be like you're not going to be happy like you really want to be. And let me tell you something. My oldest sister, she's been a teacher for 25 years. And she is still to today, she has problems with students, teachers, her superiors. She says it's never going to end. She says that she just does her job and that's it. And she's been through a lot of bullshit. And she tried to get higher up in position and they won't give it to her because she's Bermudian. They give it to foreigners because they don't want to see my sister get ahead. And my sister's got 25 years and a master's and bachelor's degree. She went to school for 6 years in Canada and Boston. She's got like all the degrees, everything. And she's got 25 years of experience and she wanted to go higher in the school. And they're like, nah. And they'll go hire some foreigner that doesn't even know his ass from a hole in the ground. So in that field, you're always going to get disrespect. You're always going to find, like, I've been telling people forever, it doesn't matter what job you have, what person you're with, what you're wearing, what you're doing, you're always going to get scrutinized, disrespected, and you just got to live it with your life, Just do what's best for you. More sometimes means worse, and less sometimes means better. So that's the thing. Right. But that's the part, that's a part of life. You know what I'm saying, LZ? That's a part of life, sweetheart. And that's the thing. If you're being accused of listen, I'm going to tell you right now. If you're innocent, right? And you have nothing on your conscience, then God and spirit will make sure you get the necessary resolution to this problem. If you're guilty and you're accused of something you did, then prepare for karma. That's the point. That's the end result. So who cares if people are looking at you in a different way because of rumors? People can say, oh, Mark gave me a reading. It was pure bullshit. He's a fake psychic. So are you going to listen to one person, or are you going to listen to 100 people that say Mark is the best? I'm not worried about that one person, because this year it already happened to me. A woman got a reading from me. Then she claimed that she didn't get it. Then she wanted a refund. I gave it to her, told her to stick her money up her ass. And then she went in somebody else's comments and talked shit about me. I'm not going to worry about one person. I'm going to dwell on the people who love me and connect with me and rate me. That's all that matters. And that's the only thing I keep telling people this whole live I've been talking about. Only dwell on the people that love you and you love them. Everybody else, the outside noise means nothing. You know you're a good teacher. You know you're doing your job. And that's all you should focus on. If you look guilty or act guilty, then you're going to be convicted of a crime that you didn't do. But just walk tall and be fine. If you know you're not guilty, then you're not going to have no problems. And from what I see and hear, Spirit telling me that you're going to be just fine. It comes with the territory. And you know, being a teacher is not an easy life, because I gave my teachers hell. And you know what? I shouldn't have, but they deserved it. Some of them deserved it because they treated me like shit. You know, I dealt with a lot of crazy demonic nuns that acted they were like they loved Jesus, but they really didn't. They loved themselves. I went to a Catholic private school and they were a fucking nightmare. And that school still is a joke till today, even with different people there. I've never heard anything positive about any school that's amazingly imperfect, or teachers that are perfect. There's some people that say to me, your sister is the best teacher at that place, at that school. And I've had a few people tell me, oh, that person, oh, she's a bitch. And I'm like, oh, that's my sister. Oh shit, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to talk bad about your sister. I didn't know. I said, that's all right. I think she's a bitch too, but it's all good. You know, hey, some people love her and some people don't like her. Same thing with me, same thing with you. Everybody in this chat room has haters and people who love you. We can't get away from those things. You're never going to be, even God himself is hated. Even Jesus himself is portrayed as a fraud. You're never going to be perfect. No one's ever going to love you permanently forever, you know? So fuck them. You know? Nothing's going to be perfect. Yep. I know, LZ, that's the sad part, you know? But it's not just education, it's everything. Like, it's just, it doesn't matter what you do. Like, people are always going to try and get you. Like the devil works 24/7, you know, and we just have to choose a side. But like I told you many times, you're well protected in spirit, and they're going to make sure that, you know, you win in the end. See, the thing is, we have to stop dwelling on these people that want us to. If you walk around with an S on your chest, and you know that God and Spirit has your back, and you know you ain't done nothing wrong, you're not guilty of anything, then you should act like that every day. You should always think that you're immortal to bullshit. And that's how I walk around. I never walk around with a conscience that I did something bad. I know I'm not a bad person. I live my life as perfect as I can, but I'm never going to be perfect. You know, but I know that I'm doing the right thing for the people I love. That's all that matters. And if I'm sure, LZ, ask yourself this. If you were to get a survey from all the students that you've taught, would you have an A plus or a D minus from everyone overall? What do you think they would say? They would say, Miss LZ is one of the best teachers ever. I love her to death. Don't worry about this one asshole. Bad news travels fast, and good news just stays in one place. Because a lot of people don't like to hear good news. And some people say, no, Mark, that's not true. Yes, it is. Because you got more haters than you have lovers. Don't tell me. I live in this world for a long time now. Everybody in here has more people that hate you than love you. I guarantee it. Because that's how people are. They don't want to see people like succeed. And if you succeed, you're going to get hated on. because you're doing something that they wish they can do or they wish they can be you. There's many followers, there's no leaders. There's very limited leaders, but there's always followers. That's why you never hear me on here saying, please follow me, please subscribe to me, please like my shit. I don't care what you do. It's up to you to like me, follow me, or to deal with me. I'm not going to beg you to do anything. You do what you want. I'm going to be me without your likes, your followers, or your subscriptions. I ain't begging nobody to be me or come around me. Hell no. I don't want your damn energy around me if you're bad. If you're good, yes, hell yeah, come on board. But I've told you this before, LZ, that you're going to get scrutinized. You're going to get hated on because of who you are. Your daughter told me that in spirit. But just keep doing what you have to do. You're a good person. Just, these things happen. My brother-in-law has been bashing me for a whole year, and I don't even pay it no mind because no one comes to me and say, hey, Mark, I heard you did this, or I heard you, because they know the truth. If you have credibility, nobody cares about what people say bad about you. Exactly, LZ. Please continue to do that, sweetheart. Keep doing that. If you want to, right, to protect yourself from this bad energy, you know what you can do is, I don't know how much you believe in God or whatever. I don't try and make anybody a believer or anything like that, but go get yourself some holy water and bless yourself every day with holy water. Take that holy water, that bottle, and go like that. Boom, bang, bless yourself. Once you're blessed, you get less stress. But you know that already. Ask your daughter to help you. Ask your daughter in spirit. Say, hey, sweetheart, look, help mommy get over this shit. Help mommy deal with these things. Divert this bad energy away from me. Fight it with me. Help me. I need you. I got somebody on my side. Ask your spirit army to help you. That's what you got to do. Exactly. See that? And I see the same thing. Just like what Marley saw, the positivity is at the end of the tunnel. You just gotta not give it your energy. I know it's hard. Listen, I know it's hard. I've been telling people this all fucking day, all week. I know it's hard not to give shit your energy, but if you don't give it your energy and focus on you, then everything else just brushes right off. That's what I've been doing for a whole year. Since the divorce, I've been focused on myself. And I couldn't have done it without you guys. I honestly couldn't have. If I didn't have you guys in my life, I wouldn't have nothing. I couldn't prove who I was and who I am. So without you guys, I'm nothing. And that's why people have to understand you got to give thanks to people who actually put you on the map and people who trust you and love you. That's all you got to do. Put your trust in God and spirit. You'll be fine. You got to put yourself, on 100% thing. If you have a black tourmaline crystal, LZ, put it in your purse when you go to work. Put the crystal in your purse, a black tourmaline crystal. Do that to deflects the energy off of you. You got to do shit to help. And even if you want to, in your classroom, go get some sea salt and put a little bit of sea salt in every corner of your classroom. So that way it keeps the negativity away from you. There you go. See? I rest my case. You have nothing to worry about. Good over evil always prevails. But this is a test. We always get tested. It's life. I got tested on here all the time. I got tested in my real life all the time. But this is a part of life. But it's not going to be perfect. But when we get into our predicaments with the devil and with bad people, we don't even have to prove ourselves, even though we want to. Everything will come. The truth will reveal itself. Shit's going to be there, Everything happens for a reason. And you're being scrutinized every day because you're a teacher. See, you're in the line of fire. Look at me. I'm in public eye every day. I've talked to thousands of people in the last 4 years. Not hundreds, thousands of people have walked through have been in this chat room talking to me. And hundreds have been bad and hundreds have been good. I just cipher through the bullshit. It's simple. Every day you're going to go through bullshit. It's life. Just know if you have nothing on your conscience, there ain't nothing to worry about. If you're not a bad person, then you shouldn't expect bad shit. If you're a good person, you're a good person. God's going to take care of you. Spirit's going to take care of you. The people that love you will take care of you and vouch for you. How many people have you seen come in this room and say, look, Mark's the guy, you need to deal with him. He'll help you out. You can trust him. You can believe in him. Mark gave me good advice. If you trust somebody and you love them, then they're going to be the right person in your life. Simple. If people say the same thing about you, LZ, she's a great teacher. I love her. She never done me no wrong. This one person's a fucking weirdo. We ain't going to listen to him. Hey, Becca, what's up? You all right, sweetheart? Exactly. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Just keep putting your faith in God and Spirit, you'll be fine. I can't preach that enough, but some people are like, yeah, whatever, I'm not getting what I want, so I don't believe. If you don't believe, then you don't receive. It's simple. You fuck yourself. That's all. That's all I can say. That's why I say these things, because I live that life. That's why nobody comes to me in public and says, oh, Mark, I heard this, I heard that, because they know it's bullshit. They don't say nothing to me. I can go anywhere and not have to worry about one damn thing anybody says. Fuck them. If you don't believe, if you believe, you'll receive. If you don't believe, you won't receive. Yeah, exactly. That's right. See, that's my daughter right there. She knows she talks. My little angel. She's been her daddy and over here. Her spiritual daddy's taught her right. Yeah, you can use it, of course. Yep, there you go. So you're already doing the right things. But yeah, get some holy water. Go to your nearest church. Go get some holy water. They have it for free. Just get a water bottle and bang. Bless yourself every day. Go get some sea salt, put it in the corners of your classroom. Get rid of that fucking devilish shit. That's how you got to use natural things. The natural cheap things are the things that are put on the earth for us to use and to deal with. You see what I'm saying? That's how it all works. Exactly. Back when you believe, you receive. It's just like me. I believe every day. That's why I receive my blessing every day. Every day I'm blessed to know you guys, to love you guys, to be with you guys, to help you guys. That's my life. I love my life. I ain't gonna let nobody tarnish me and disrespect me. That ain't happening. I always tell everybody, look, if I'm this person you portray I am, then where's the proof? If I'm this person you say I am, where's the proof? That's exactly what I told my brother-in-law in a letter to the lawyer. I said, your client claims I did this and that. Where's the proof? Guess what? Liars don't have proof. That's why I'm still sitting here and not anywhere else. Because you can't prove your lies, bro. I am the truth, mofo. I am the motherfucking truth. You're looking at it. That's why I ain't worried about nothing. I'm good. That's why I'm wearing my alien shirt today. See, that's me. That's me right here zapping the motherfuckers. Like, Get out of here. See him hiding and shit. He's like, yeah, I got you, Mark. See, even the aliens got me. You know, they let me use the spaceship, zapping Satan every day. Not today. That's why I bought it. I like this shirt too. Zap them motherfucking asses. Sometimes I think I'm a goddamn alien because human beings don't act right around me. I just feel like this motherfucker is a damn alien. Talking to dead people and shit. What the fuck's wrong with this guy? Nah, I'm just teasing. All right, I need to get out of here. I gotta go pick up my sister in a bit from the airport, and my nephew. They come back today. I need to go sort out my shit, go get some lunch. Yes, it's an Aquarius thing. Us Aquarians, we're like different. You know. All right, you guys too. You have a great day. I'll be on tonight. Later on tonight, I'll be on. But I'm so glad I came on here today, this morning. I felt like I needed to, and I'm so glad I did. Um, I love you guys. You guys have a wonderful day. Keep your head up. If you believe, you'll receive. Keep putting your life, and give your life to God. Give your life to Spirit. All your past loved ones are watching you. They love you. They care about you. Don't doubt that. Don't give up on anything. Do what's best for you. You live a conscious, free life. You ain't got fucks to worry about. Don't worry about the devil. Tell him stick that fork up his own ass and turn his own ass into the fire. Okay? Don't worry about bullshit. Just keep being focused on your life. Focus on what you need to do. Oh, there you go, LZ. You got it there for a reason. So take some and sprinkle a little bit in every single corner. Do it. You'll be surprised how the energy shifts. See that? Everything I'm saying, you already have. See, you have the ammunition for the devil. And once you do that, you're gonna succeed. You'll be fine. Good people don't lose. Don't believe that. We win. And this year is the time for us to all win. Believe that. All right? Mwah. I love you guys. Take care.